Let's talk about 10 easy ways to grow your natural hair. Easy, realistic, not overnight.
Welcome back, people. Jheri J here. Hey, and if you're like, these tips look familiar, and I'm here to tell you, these are the same tips that I gave in 2020, and these are the same tips I'm going to be pushing in 2021. And in today's video, I actually want to show you what length retention and focusing on retaining your length looks like. Now, for the other tips, I want to highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that I can give you more details about these topics later. However, if you need that information now, check the iCards above. I got you. In last year's video, I actually go into like a full explanation, especially about this be, do, have, and what that actually means. And if you have like additional like personal questions that you can't ask on YouTube, join me on Facebook at My Natural Hair Life. I would love to have you. But let's get into this pro tip about what it actually looks like to focus on length retention. Yes, that was me in 2020. This is me now in 2021. But here's the reason why we focus on length retention.
How you handle your hair matters most. So let's talk about detangling. I personally dry detangle, but if you detangle your hair wet, right? The same rules apply, different techniques. So let's get into it. Step number 1. When it comes to dry detangling, your hair cannot be bone dry, right? Like you can still, I've detangled this back section here. You can see the product, like my old product on my fingers. And that's exactly what you want to feel like when you detangle your hair dry. Now, when it comes to detangling your hair wet, just make sure that your strands are fully saturated in whatever, conditioner or detangling product that you're using. Tip 2, make sure your nails are properly filed. Ratchet nails can snatch off your length without you even having a chance to save it. Tip 3, have shears by you. You don't want to snatch out those fairy knots when you come across them. So, first thing first, when I dry detangle, I use only my fingers. Now, don't get me wrong, I use a comb also, but in the shower. So, I literally take my time. When you do this, you cannot, hear me, you cannot be tired. Don't do this on a day where you have a lot of stuff going on. Do it when you are well rested. And all I'm doing is just separating my strands very gently. You guys see that? Can you see that? Yep. And all I'm going to do is just pull strand by strand out of that tangle.
Remember, people, the only way possible that you can pull strand by strand out of a tangle is if your strands are already lubricated with old product.
And that tangle is coming down there. And there it is. All I want to do is get that shedded hair out that's causing a knot. And that's it. No breakage whatsoever. Now, I personally listen to my hair when I detangle it or handle it like all the time. Because you can literally hear your strands snap. And although we can't avoid it 100%, right? We can definitely eliminate unnecessary breakage by just slowing down. If you're hearing your hair snap, right, constantly snap, you need to stop and readjust your technique. Like, you just need to stop and slow down. Okay, so tip number 4, yes, I'm looking crazy, but once you're done detangling that section, twist it back up. Like, don't let it just be loose like this, okay? So we're just gonna twist it back up here. And even when you detangle your hair wet, twist your hair back up. Like, keep it stretched if possible. Now, if you have shorter hair, right, where your length is too short to put like in twists to keep it stretched, don't worry about it. Tangles are like not that bad when you have shorter hair. It's only when you have some length and that tangle can actually form into a knot, right? So I wouldn't worry about keeping your hair stretched when your length is shorter. I truly would focus on using your fingers only. So let's talk about that. When it comes to actually finger detangling, your hair is not ever fully detangled just using your fingers. Like, if you have those skills, girl, bless you, like bless you. But my hair is not like 100% like detangled, and that's okay with me because I don't care. I will tackle that like in the shower with my detangling tool when my hair is like saturated with water. As you can see now, it's a little bit on the parched side, so I don't want to use a comb on my dry strands. Let me know if that makes sense. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Let me know, did this help you? And don't forget to smash that like button if you're not a part of the family and you're new to this channel.
Hi.
I won't pressure you to subscribe, but I will pressure you to click the next video. Get to know me. What's wrong with that? Have a great day, guys.